This video is for the NFIA members. It's made especially for you because we're going to do two things. Give you an update on the NFIA Patrons Charity Walk about to happen this week in Melbourne. Plus, you're going to get a life hack that might just change your life. Welcome back. I'm the Commando in your corner, Tim Thomas, and I believe that despite everything, good people are everywhere and just a little bit of encouragement goes a long way. Some of you might remember me from the Sanctuary Cove Golf Day. I was up the front talking with Wally Lewis. I met some fantastic NFIA members that day, and I just want to take a moment to thank you for your generosity, but also show sincere gratitude for being allowed to be the 10th walker on the NFIA Patrons Walk for Charity. This means a lot to me. I love serving my country as a commando, and I still love serving it now any way I can. Now, like a lot of Defence Force members, I had a few dramas getting out of the Defence Force, but there was one thing I learned in Afghanistan. Well, actually, I already knew it, but Afghanistan kind of drilled it into my DNA, and that is, if you strengthen the person next to you, you're actually strengthening yourself. And this was my intention with the NFIA Patrons Walk for Charity, supporting such organisations like the Gallipoli Medical Research Foundation and the Queensland Brain Institute. Links about these organisations will be in the description of this video. Now, an update on fundraising. With your generous support, we have raised $230K so far, and our plan is to raise $500K over the next 3 years. So if there's anyone sitting on the fence thinking of donating, now's the time to do it. Links in the description. And personally for me, when I look at donating money to somebody, I look for two things. Firstly, is that person doing what I'd like to do but I don't have the time for? Secondly, even if I didn't give support to that person, they would keep going. However, with my support, they would go further. Now, I mentioned previously that in Afghanistan, I relearnt what it was to strengthen the person next to me. And right now, you're the person next to me. I want to give you something right now that I hope will make a positive impact on the rest of your life. Call it a life hack, if you will. Right now, I'm fully aware that what I'm about to tell you could easily be misinterpreted as insanity, but I simply don't have the time to dress this up. In Afghanistan, I heard an audible whisper. It could have been stress, fatigue, insanity, but I definitely heard a whisper. I'll pick the mic up. It said, "Take the ego out of it." Now, I was a door-kicking, gun-slinging commando, but I realised that the highest calling of my strength wasn't for status. It was for service. And that's powerful enough for me to say that twice. Strength is for service, not status. And when I say a person's strength, I mean the thing that you're abundant in. Now, for me personally, as a young man, I had an abundance of physical strength. But I said to myself, Tim, you could use those gifts to serve yourself, look good walking down the beach, or you could use it to serve your country. Now, this charity walk will come and go, but I want to introduce you to something right now that'll serve you now and for the rest of your life. The power and joy of servanthood, not servitude. Boundaries need to be maintained. That's why I became a soldier, but servanthood. Servanthood is best experienced from a position of strength and abundance. And it's not about money, it's about taking what you think is truly important to you and creating an abundance of it. And then sharing freely, because you're not giving of yourself anymore, you're giving of your abundance. This, in my mind, is the only way generosity can be sustainable. Generosity done right gives you three things. Gives you joy, makes you and your circle happier, brings you and your circle closer. And the third one is most important to me, and that is at the end of the day, you can take that deep, slow breath and close your eyes knowing that your power is being used positively. I'm the Commando in your corner, Tim Thomas, and I believe that good people are everywhere and just a little bit of encouragement goes a long way. You can support me by donating in the links in the description of this video. Alternatively, you can support me by subscribing and hitting notifications. If you hit subscribe and notifications, you'll get new videos I'll be releasing about the NFIA Patrons Walk in the next week. I'm Tim Thomas. Remember, strengthening the person next to you strengthens you. Have a fantastic day.